Never surrender, never quit, never give up. And for heaven's sakes, don't ever say it can't be done. Where I must go today, you can't follow. First off, because you'd probably never lay in that mess. And second off, there ain't no room. Work smarter, not harder. Or work smarter, not slimier. I'd really rather wait for the floor to dry out. And yeah, we still got a little ice hanging around. But we scraped up some goo. And I want this pitch out today. So we're going for it. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Alright, there's the first part of the underneath part to get the starter off of it. I still got to get my custom exhaust loose, and then I can get the torque converter loose from the flywheel, pull the fuel line, which I'm going to have to plug because on a car like this it'll literally siphon all the gas out of the tank. Maybe look around for a couple loose ends and we can pull this sucker out of here. Do y'all realize that there's really nothing that you can't accomplish if you're willing to put in the work? Maybe roll around in the slime and deal with a few problems. That's been my experience in the shop, at least. There's quite literally nothing that can't be done. Alright, we're trucking right along here. Took probably 20 minutes to get these 3 bolts out of the torque converter. And I had to hunt for all kinds of stuff to make it so it could happen, but I got it. Next, we're on to the exhaust, fuel line, and I noticed while I was underneath there that the power steering's still hooked up. But once you get all that, we'll have her loose. And then the fun part begins. Alright, we got the exhaust all loose. I forgot what a hodgepodge of creativity I had underneath there, but we got her. Fuel pump disconnected with a bolt in there, so the little bit of gas that's actually in the tank doesn't leak on the floor. We'll get the power steering unhooked, and we'll be ready to yank her out of there. Don't you dare tell me it can't be done. Because I've pissed a lot of people off in the shop, on the job site, in the derby pits over the years that said they couldn't be done, as I pushed them out of the way and showed them that it could. Alright, this is when things become deadly serious. And I do not use the word deadly lightly. Make sure you have the right chain, everything is tight, and you better make damn sure there ain't no possibility of things slipping through where you don't expect them to slip through. Because this ain't no 350, this is a 400, and there is a lot of iron in this son of a gun, and it is heavy, heavy, heavy. Alright, we got the hoist hooked up to it. Got it broke loose from the transmission. Now it's time to pick her on out of there. Alright, we got her up. About ready to pull it all the way free of the engine bay. I'm going to use a couple of movie quotes here, see if we can figure out what they're from. If you're going to do stuff like this, especially on the older stuff, you kind of have to specialize in the ridiculous. Survival goes the same way, because you may end up using things that weren't intended for whatever use you're using them for. Alright, we got it free of the engine bay, out hanging on its own, with zero help from an extra set of hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I might not be so hot at YouTube, but this is my kung fu. And even after all these years, my kung fu is strong. See you next time.